Hi folks, Roland Martin here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You know, in today's modern age, $100,000 bass boats are the standard. Forward-facing sonar is the way they're winning all the tournaments. And the basics are kind of forgotten. And today I'm going to talk about the basics because I'm back home in Maryland. And this is where I actually grew up, and it was on a pond similar to this one. We're on the Eastern Shore Milling right now. And this is a little bitty 10-acre pond. But it was the kind of place where I grew up when I was 10 or 12 or 15 years old. We just wade around the bank, throwing spinner baits and MEP spinners and topwater and worms and stuff like that. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm just going to show you how to find fish. Mainly, I haven't ever fished this lake, but looking at the shallowness of it and the fact that it's the full moon of April. I've been turkey hunting all week. In fact, I got a big turkey right here. I'm going to go clean it. I just checked it in. Maryland DNR, I just checked it now. It's a big old 20-something pound turkey with big old spurs. I went out this morning and got that. So anyway, I'm here on a hunting and fishing escapade here in Maryland. We're real close to the Delaware border. We're only about 2 miles from Delaware. We're on the Eastern Shore in Kent County. But anyway, this lake is a lot of shallow grass. You notice there's some fish moving around out there. Look, there's a couple things stippling the water. That's bass. Well, at least it's some type of activity. So I'm gonna start off with something easy. I'm gonna just to see if they're really active. If they're really active, they'll hit a chatterbait, and we'll see what happens. I'll just take a little chatterbait and kind of throw it along this edge, along this grass. See what happens. I don't know if we can get in here or not. See, it's so mossy. We might not be able to run. Some of these baits might not be good because, well, that wasn't too bad. But see, there's a lot of moss in the water. Now that's maybe not a good choice. This chatterbait's going to get mossed up. I'll make another cast just to see, but that's probably not the right bait. I'll just make one. I saw a fish dimple right out there. Again, the problem is this moss. I can get out a little farther. There's a lot of moss in the water here. Whew. What would be the most weedless lure I could think of? Well, to start with, just a regular worm, just a small worm. Now I got one right here. Okay, here's a worm that's really set up right. It's the old Cinco style worm. This happens to be a worm by Bass Pro Shop. This one here, but this is a 297, where it's the green pumpkin color that I like so well, and it's just on a 20-pound test braid. Now that's pretty weedless. Let's try this. Okay. I'll try it out there. Kind of swimming along. It might get some moss, some grass. I don't know. We're just having a tough time here. They're not biting too good. But I'll just ease out here. Almost to the top of my boots. Not quite. Not quite to the top of my boots. One's got it. Dropped it. Huh. I'll be daggone. Ah, he's got it now. He came back and got it. He came back and got it. Huh. Pretty good one. Pretty bigger fish. He hit it, dropped it, hit it, dropped it. Came back and got it. Okay. That was cool. That was cool. Yep. That was a cool bite. Now, again, what I'm doing here, I've torn the front end of this worm up. And I just want to tell you what I do sometime is I'll just turn the worm around and go in tail first. And, well, I've already done that. I'll get another worm. Okay, this one here. I don't know what it is about a green pumpkin color. It's the #1 color in the world on so many different manufacturers. Hang on. There's one. There's one. He hit it, kind of swimming it on top. That's the whole key right now on this weedy place. These are little bitty bass, but at least I've figured out the pattern. Swimming this thing on the top of the water, and it's only about a foot deep, 2 feet maybe at most, and they're hitting it on the top. So what I'll do is I'll just make a long cast, and just kind of swim it along. Hold my rod up, just kind of twitch it, swim it right on the top. Okay. Boy, he was flying. That fish was going 1,000,000 miles an hour. Couldn't catch up to him. That was one of the problems I had. That last fish, it was going so fast. I couldn't catch up to it. Just kind of swimming it along, not very deep. Boy, this brings back fond memories. I can remember when I was 10, 12 years old, half the time we'd sneak into these ponds. Now I have permission to fish this pond, but when you're 10 or 12 years old, a lot of times you don't get permission. You just go in. And then when you get caught, they call your dad, they'll call your mom, and you get uh, you get put in the oh, there's one. There's one. Oh, son, that's a good one. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, that's a better fish. Oh, now we're talking. Hey, look at this guy. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. A little bit better. He's not real big, but he's better than the other ones that we were catching. Hey, that's cool. That's a cool fish. Not big. No. Hey, but fun. Fun, fun, fun times. Let's get another one. Yeah. There's probably a couple other good techniques, but the problem is today with this blue-green algae that's just so prevalent in this lake, there's not many things that we can fish that'll come through that. I mean, I'm sure they'd hit topwater. I'm sure they'd hit a lot of stuff. And topwater bite, if it were a little cloudier, I think that would be awful good. That Spro Pop 50 or a Spro Pop 80 is an awful good one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. I don't know. Not particularly big, but he hit pretty hard. I was kind of swimming along. A little pound-and-a-half bass. Not much of a day today. Got a small fish, but who knows? Who knows what we got here? At least he hit. That one hit real aggressively. He hit hard. He ran with it quick. And you know when they do that, sometimes when they hit fast like that, it's because there's a second fish there. And he's trying to run away from the other one. So maybe throw right back in the same spot and see if there's a second fish. Not many fish. Not many fish. Uh-oh. There's one. There's one. I was swimming along the top. Yeah, swimming along the top, and he hit it swimming along the top. That's kind of a cool deal. Kind of swimming get a swimming worm, and that might work. But I was just swimming that thing along the top of the water, and it bit it. Let's see if I can get another one. Well, not much going on today, but we're figuring something out. And this moss is the biggest problem is how to deal with all this moss. Ooh, one hit it. I had a bite. I had a bite. Right. Yeah, it's a problem. And again, I'm not saying you can't catch them on a chatterbait, but when it mosses up like that, it just it's a bad deal. It's really not. It's just too mossy, and too blue-green algae is too prevalent, too much. I can catch a few on a chatterbait. Oh, there's one knocked the shit out of that. Well, they knocked it really good. They came right through there. Boy, he hit it hard. There's one. There's one. Yeah. Well, I got a chatterbait fish. You know, all brings back these old memories of how we fished years ago when I was 10, 12, 15 years old, and we just caught the heck out of fish all the time with these farm ponds like this. I tell you, it brings back a lot of nostalgia. But you know, old school is a lot of fun. I mean, I know having a $100,000 bass boat and forward-facing sonar is pretty effective too. Hey, but you can have just as much fun for almost no money in a farm pond with just one or two rods and reels and a pocket full of lures. And that's my message for today. Hey, keep it simple and get right down to the basics. Fish old school from time to time. and you'll really enjoy it. Hey, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. I have almost 200,000 subscribers now, and all my advertisers are really happy. Of course, O'Reilly, and this is the Spike It group. They're doing a bunch of new stuff now. And of course, Bass Pro. So thanks for watching. Hey, we'll see you again soon.